At this point, I am wondering if why only if Big Brother knew that this housemates will be crying anyhow, they would have themed the season as Big Brother Niger tears over 10, not Big Brother Niger 10 over 10, because it is so easy for these people to cry as if someone flocked them. Like, trust me, like these people have been just crying. Anyway, so on this video, you guys, we're just gonna be talking about the welcome dinner that Biggie had, set up for the housemates, the conversations, and all of these games that they heard, to the fights, the bus boos, the fake dramas basically that actually happened yesterday. Anyway, let's get into the video. Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Tabitha, and this is On the Grind with myself. And thank you so much for hanging out again with me. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and the comment down below. So you guys, let's get the video started. So I have my notes here as well. Yesterday, Big Brother did, set up the arena with an amazing setup and just a welcome dinner for the housemates. And it is a norm that, they will be having that game where they appreciate each other by giving out some, objects that they feel like they can be using it to identify certain housemates. Some they didn't get, some they got. And I remember Imisi also made a very amazing statement about the spoon, to say, listen, this spoon is for me. I just want to eat on everybody else's table. I don't care who you are. And I was like, girl, I just love what you just said. Anyway, moving along, you guys, let's get into the conversations. Guys, Sabrina, I think Sabrina, Sabrina is like those guys who will be courting on you or trying to get to know you, and they will be flaunting what they have without you even asking for it. It's always a turn off, but yeah, we do get it that baby girl is living her life. Anyway, there was a conversation that happened between Sabrina and Ortega, and it was with regards, or rather regarding Ivata. And Ortega obviously was just telling Sabrina Ogoti, like, he just lives for the drama, he loves the drama, that's what keeps the show entertaining, they must just keep on, doing it like that. And it seems like Sabrina, obviously, she has some issues with Ivata. I'm not really sure what is it. And also another conversation that happened, it was Isabella and Kai Kumni, so Kai was also telling Isabella that he actually likes Isabella, but there's also somebody else that he's interested in. And obviously Isabella didn't really like that, to a point where I remember she even cried to Talma. So Isabella ended up telling Kai Kumni that you need to make up your mind, you need to choose who do you want to go with, whether if you want to do this thing with me or with whoever that you said you have interest in them as well, because I just want to know, like, if we are going forward or not. And I will just let you do your own thing. It's not like I will have a problem if you want to move on. Anyway, after that conversation, I saw, Isabella going to Thelma crying, guys. Like, she cried the tears, where she was even spilling the beans of how Ogai wanted to, on the very first day. And I'm like, guys, on the very first day, like, you guys are so quick. Someone wants to put their finger down there on the birth equipment, as Sims calls it. And it was like a bit cringy for me on the very first day. No, guys, no. Another conversation that I remember, it was between Kola Kacha and Kai Kumni as well. The Kola was still talking about Udede. He feels like Dede is full of herself. He feels like Udede is two-faced. I don't know what is it, but I think Oga is still holding on to the fact that you guys remember the Sunday when the guys went in the house. Obviously, Udede refused to, give a hug to Kola, and obviously he spoke about how that actually surprised him and more like made him feel some type of way. So I guess maybe that is what he still have against Udede, unless maybe some of the things are happening and we don't see them on camera, because it's not always where you're gonna catch all the moments from every housemate, right? And as these guys were talking, Kacha also was speaking about how he thinks that Udede is just trying, to push guys, to set up guys, maybe to chase her, and then the next thing he will just be leaving them like that. It was just those conversations. And another conversation that I remember that happened, it was Sabrina and Kacha, where obviously Ugelo was just talking about the outfits. He was just talking about the designer shoes that got lost. I don't know if it's in the house or what. She was also talking about the 3 nationalities. You guys know that she likes flaunting, but yeah, we do get it. Baby girl is living the life, And another thing that actually happened, which is the bus boost, the fights, altercations, like literally that I think it could have led to somewhere else. It's only just because in the house there are rules that you can't touch somebody else, but if there was no rules, I can tell you for free, yesterday Kaybobo and Mensan would have just really dealt with each other physically. And it was also those altercations where I feel like, to be honest, there are also always those housemates in the house that whenever you could do something, they would want to use it against you just to provoke you and just want to push this narrative that can actually paint you some type of way. You guys remember what happened last week? I think not last week. I don't know if it was Sunday or Monday, between Kaybobo and Koyin, where they ended up fighting because of who is this? Kaybobo asked Koyin about whether if your father owns Lagos. You remember that saga of which I did a video about it. And now yesterday, it was also just those altercation where I feel like Mensan was trying to use that to Kaybobo, painting him as a bully, because he went on to say, you bullied Koyin, you want to use your muscles. Like, it was just a misunderstanding that happened, but the way in which Mensan was doing, he really wanted to make sure, or to make a statement to the viewers and to the housemates, to actually really turn against Kaybobo, because it's something that it happened last time when obviously they thought he was a bully. And obviously Kaybobo did mention that he doesn't like the fact that people would be saying he's a bully, and him and Koyin are okay right now. They are brothers, they are friends, they can even talk, but Mensan is still trying to carry that matter on his head for what? And obviously that's where other housemates were actually really angry at Mensana, to say what you're doing is actually provoking. You are very wrong. You know that obviously people are okay, but you are still coming into that. What happened? Does Kaybobo really swear at your mother? And it means had to obviously clear off such allegations, because she was there at the very beginning of everything. She did mention that Kaybobo did not swear at Mensana's mother. He's just making this whole thing, he's just blowing this whole thing out of proportion. And that's when obviously other housemates were just really looking at Mensana some type of way, that why are you trying to cause all this havoc? Why are you trying to aggravate somebody else, knowing very well that there's nothing that he can do? And that's when Kaybobo really cried, you guys. Like, he literally just cried so much. He really cried to a point whereby when everything I thought it has subsided, when everything I thought maybe it's just really come between the two, again there was another altercation downstairs between the two, Kaybobo and Mensana, where now you could tell that Kaybobo could not really hold himself. I remember Sultana was there. Who else? Imisi, Ortega, I think, yeah. Other housemates, few of the housemates where actually there's Sabrina to console him and also trying to put him, away from the situation. And Big Brother eventually ended up, calling, or who is this, Kaybobo, to the diary room. And trust me, it was really, really insane, because Kaybobo did mention that he wouldn't want to leave the house being deemed as a bully, because he knows that he's not a bully. It's just that Mensan was trying to use that against him. Anyway, I don't know what you guys really think. You can go ahead and comment down below. I'll be back with another video. Stay tuned, and I love you so much.